Wah, ya.
Okay, jom sambung.
Hey.
Bukan laptop.
Hey.
Hey, that's new. Ada Ogawa punya machine tu.
Yes.
Gila.
Tak ada tu juga.
Damn.
Nanti kau kena.
Okay. Kau tak sorok kau tua sekarang.
Babi. To be honest, tu barang Lee.
Faham?
Tapi aku yang try.
Faham?
Sedap tu.
Ya, memang sedap bro.
Sebenarnya Lee beli satu benda tu je. Ogawa tu. Lepas tu tiba-tiba dapat ni.
Dikasih free?
Tapi ni sedap tu.
Faham? Kau kena ada massage share tu. Kau kena
Tapi
ada.
kalau aku dah ada ni.
Kau kena ada massage share. Massage share boleh sampai ke tangan. Nanti boleh more tu sini. Rumah parents aku ada massage share tau.
Damn.
Aku memang balik setiap minggu. Sorry mama dengan abang. Untuk massage share tu.
Just untuk massage share
Just untuk massage share tu.
Faham.
Nah, macam mana parents aku kenal aku?
Faham.
Yeah. Tak, sebab apa ni? Aku pun pernah cakap kat apa ni, my ex-girlfriend macam apa ni, if we ever get married apa semua tu, we need a massage chair. Dia macam, why? What for? You mesti tak pernah try kan? Tapi memang pun tengok pergi rumah dia pun semua, memang tak ada massage chair inside. Dia bapak dia more like a traditional hands-on punya orang.
Faham.
Okay.
Penat lah nak suruh orang kan.
Yeah, orang tu kena free ke apa semua tu. Nah, for that, massage chair. Baring anytime. Wish aku nak balik rumah parents aku apa ni.
Tapi aku sebelum ni aku macam tak minat sangat tau massage ni.
Apa?
Tapi tak tahu aku just sebab aku rasa macam terlalu geli untuk aku massage. Tapi bila dah meningkat dewasa ni,
faham?
Aku macam wah, kau faham sedap dia.
Yeah, faham.
Yes, hari tu aku pergi Bali, try lah massage dia macam bestnya.
Yeah.
Aku try dia siap bagi tahu level mana nak kuat sikit je. Okay, ni dah cukup. Bagi tahu part mana kau geli. So dia dah tahu lah. Kat situ kena slow-slow.
Aku hari tu ada gerak massage kat Johor. Tapi aku rasa macam dia punya experience kurang sikit. Sebab there were two ladies. Aku ingat member aku. So, and then these two ladies, kerja orang cakap je
faham.
Cakap je. At least kalau cakap in like maybe in like English ke, at least I can know what the tea is about kan. So macam okay, entertainment kan. But this is like Chinese words that I don't even understand kan. Aku what are they talking about man?
Cibai. Macam tu lah.
Mungkin macam tu lah. Masa ini macam tu lah.
Faham.
Okay, alright.
Kita start dengan massage
start dengan massage tu. Pelik lah kita kan. Okay, alright. Aku rasa tak perlu clap lah. Dah termasuk lah tu.
Dah termasuk nanti kau nak edit, nanti kau nak
tiba dah pandai FK. Aku pun okay.
Untuk
alright.
kau dah okay.
Okay, faham. Korang kat Borak Space.
Selamat datang.
Masa diorang predict intro kita. Dah 50 episod dah.
Wah, 50 dah.
Dah 50 episod dah.
Alhamdulillah.
Yeah,
aku ingat lagi masa first kita like first 5 episod kita macam Alhamdulillah dah 2 episod. Alhamdulillah dah episod ketiga Alhamdulillah dah episod kelima.
Sebab that time tak percaya kita akan buat sampai episod aku. 5 episod. Wow. Komitmen siap.
Betul.
Fair.
Damn.
Now we're at the point where kita dah 50 dah.
Wow.
We had so many amazing guests along the year.
Sangat.
And then some of those guests became like really good friends as well.
You do.
Yeah.
Betul.
Like macam Nia dengan saya, I never thought like I would macam betul-betul hang out with them.
Faham.
Yeah, tapi macam betul-betul hang out with them. It was really fun. Like especially dapat tengok Nia and Sky. And aku rasa macam it's like a really big blessing kena dorang Mia Sarah as well.
Macam sebelum ni pun aku tengok ni dari jauh je nampak tu ni Sleepy Lama. Sekarang boleh tegur Sleepy Lama. Tak panggil Sleepy Lama, nak panggil Nia, Sky. Handsome-nya diorang ni. Macam tu lah.
Betul. Diorang macam the two hot couples.
Kau just memang akan duduk ni untuk tengok je macam wah, best lah diorang macam tu.
Betul. And I love it. And macam also dapat kenal Sky juga. And Sky became like somewhat like a brother figure juga in my life. And then best lah borak-borak dengan dia, spend time dengan dia apa semua. It's just been fun lah. This whole journey has been fun. And not gonna lie, this journey wouldn't have happened without your support.
Betul.
Yeah, your support to Borak Space. So really appreciate that. But not gonna lie also macam, I mean, we put the hard work as well.
Kena masukkan juga. Sebab betul lah kita orang kata independent, penat berdua je. And aku rasa kau paling penat sebab Hakim juga yang akan balik tu, lepas habis balik tu dia akan balik untuk fikir macam mana nak edit, bila masa dia nak edit. Dan edit ni bukannya seminit 2 minit punya video, sejam. Dulu kita orang ingat macam 30 minit cukup lah Hakim. Korang nak sejam, kita orang bagi sejam tu.
Betul. Korang cerita hantu je tak kasih. Cerita hantu je tak kasih. And then we create like some macam really nice like a really nice fan base.
Betul.
Macam orang datang just come in apa semua tu. It's been wonderful lah.
Betul. Dan korang juga, diorang juga support kita keluarkan merch.
Betul,
beli.
betul. Speaking of merch, kita nak release merch soon. Should
Let's
be
go.
somewhere in December. Korang tahu dah. And then probably on February kita akan release more merch consistently lah.
Betul.
January tu kita orang kumpulkan dana balik, and then February, then after that go on and on. Tapi the standard idea right now is just memang 50 pieces je.
Betul.
Apa-apa merch memang 50 pieces je.
Yes.
Supaya korang rasa special bila korang beli tu.
Betul. Betul. Yes. Untuk second punya merch ni dia agak lain sikit.
Lebih kurang sama sikit.
Agak lain lah. Agak lain. And tak silap aku, quality pun kita up sikit.
Oh, by quality. Yeah, by quality, yes.
Quality up sikit. Colour pun kita tukar.
Betul.
Colour kita tak tukar banyak design pun disebabkan kita nak ada macam, kau ada season first punya lah baju kan. Ni season 2 punya baju lah. Something like that.
It becomes a nice collectible lah for people yang betul-betul minat Borak Space.
Betul.
If we really do well in the future, then it becomes like a proof of loyalty lah kan. So macam style lah.
Yes, mungkin lepas ni kita dah 30 tahun kita orang buat ni, korang tunjuk baju tu, kita orang mungkin bagi something kat korang.
30 tahun
30 tahun tu.
30 tahun dah. Siap.
Dah ada cucu
Aku dah tua dah. Aku dekat ni kan. Kenapa korang masih kat Borak Space?
Itu dah jadi opening kita.
Korang ada benda lain nak buat. Aku nak tidur. Siap.
Bagi kita orang rehat jap.
Betul.
Tentu mungkin kat atas masa share.
Yes, please. That would be lovely. Damn. And also because of Borak Space, kita orang dapat borak dengan a few artists that you guys macam jarang dengar from. Macam Iki for example.
Sangat-sangat lah. Betul, kalau aku tengok Iki dari jauh pun macam wow, hanya perlu macam wow kan je. Aku tak boleh nak datang dekat untuk macam berborak dengan dia ke. Sebab kan mungkin aku pun tahu dia macam tak banyak cakap and all. Tapi lepas kita bawa sini macam wow, dia ada perspektif dia ada benda yang dalam otak dia yang patut kita dengar juga. Macam wow.
And aku selalu dapat that Iki bila aku just lepak dengan dia like 2-3 orang, 4 orang.
Kalau ramai-ramai tak
ramai aku dengan Iki diam tu. Kita orang tenggelam. Kita macam
bagi laluan lah.
Bagi laluan. And then kau tengok lagi macam lagi-lagi kau tengok kawan dia macam Iskandar dengan Dan. Kalau aku pun aku akan just tengok dan gelak je tu. Bagi laluan kan. Bagi laluan. But there's like really great moments. We got to talk to Johannes as well.
Betul.
Tina, and then Sarah.
Sarah Madubis, Syasha Abdul. Dah jadi kawan kan?
Dah jadi kawan.
Hampir pergi chat rumah Hakim tau hari tu.
Hampir chat rumah saya tu. Tapi tak, dia sakit kaki. Orang asam dia. So the next few days post gambar pergi gym. Macam okay, alright. Dah elok lah tu kan. Alhamdulillah you dah elok.
Betul lah.
And then like one of the craziest things as well is because time we first started our podcast, we never expected that we would get nominated for Best Independent Podcast out of 300 podcasts yang wujud kat Malaysia.
Betul.
By the way, bapak banyak
tu sebenarnya.
Bapak banyak siya.
Banyak tu.
This is like a trend right now where orang buat podcast. Tapi macam tak apa. So because of that, we got nominated top 8. Top 8 out of 300, which is crazy, which is less than a year. And with doing what we have, apa semua tu, and it's Crazy.
Sangat-sangat.
It's crazy to be recognised. Yeah.
Kita pun time tu pun tak expect pun untuk macam ada lah dekat situ kan. Top
Betul.
10 pun. So
Yeah.
kita just datang nak happy-happy kat situ. Tapi Alhamdulillah kita dapat tahu yang kita sebenarnya nombor 8 daripada 300 tu.
Betul. That's a big honour honestly. Yeah. Damn.
Kalau kita push sikit boleh menang tu.
Nah, tak apa. Okay. So I actually want to ask you about this kan. So aku rasa banyak kali dah kau mention benda ni on the day of the event, after event tu habis semua tu. Did you really want to win?
Tak adalah. Aku just rasa macam macam sebab kita nampak tau kat sana dia tunjuk tau persen-persen tu.
Kau ajar 20%
Dia
tu.
tunjuk tau persen-persen kita nombor 8 tau time tu. Boleh nampak kalau macam kalau kita push sikit kita dah naik atas dah. Yes. Tapi aku sangat happy dah ada juga nombor kita kat situ and kita tak push sangat pun. Yes.
Betul. In some sense macam mana? Aku tak nak push sangat. So aku memang nak tengok keikhlasan hati the audience. If the audience wanted to vote, they vote. And I'm not saying that macam aku tak vote, aku tak ikhlas. Tu you know, a loyal fan for that kan.
Tapi tak.
Yeah, tapi tak. It was crazy, but the fact that macam kita orang just support sikit-sikit je, tell them that macam okay, come and support, send in a vote if you want to, and then like we still got to like top 8. Yeah, without pushing ke apa semua tu.
Betul.
And it's crazy also because time kita sampai tu, there are people yang datang kita macam, oh, we listen to your podcast, we like your podcast, and macam, oh damn, I don't even know your podcast.
But thank you. Kita akan tengok lepas ni.
I don't think so. Aku tak nak janji benda lepas tu. Aku busy man.
Kita akan tengok je lah, sebab kita akan tengok podcast. Oh, ada podcast ni, ada podcast tu.
Yeah, maybe.
So and aku terkejut di mana macam aku tak sangka lah kita ada that crowd yang macam tu tau.
Yeah.
And masa diorang umumkan siapa yang nominate dalam tu, dia sebut Borak Space, time tu aku macam terharu sebab ada orang
ada orang jerit dalam stadium tu.
Aku macam wow.
Yeah.
Damn. Oh my god.
Yeah. And it's clearly made a mark. Like even like when I met some people after, diorang macam, you're Hakim from the podcast. You're Hakim from the podcast. And macam, interesting. You guys know me.
Kan.
Interesting. Aku still find it very strange.
Faham.
Very strange.
Disebabkan aku rasa sebab kita pun buat macam, jom lah buat man, just suka-suka, fun, just nak ada benda ni.
Betul.
Tapi aku tak sangka lah kita diangkat dan di-appreciate macam tu jugalah.
Yeah. It's crazy. Macam best juga. So macam thank you lah untuk korang.
Thank you tu guys.
Thank you tu.
Okay, itu saja.
Podcast ni 20 minit. Tapi I've seen like a lot of people juga dia macam apa ni, dah start buat podcast. Banyak gila.
Faham. Tapi aku rasa bagus untuk orang sebab orang nak try benda ni.
I guess.
Boleh bagi tips untuk orang?
Tak. No, okay. Bukan apa tau. Semua macam macam ni right now kan kebanyakan ni kan orang DM aku macam apa ni, hey, can I get tips making podcast, making podcast apa semua tu. And then like macam okay, clearly you want tips from me because you see that I have insight, I have perspective, and macam my information is valuable to you kan. Pay me lah. Consultation fee. Consultation fee. No, because like okay, not gonna lie, aku dengan kau, kita orang masuk ni blindly.
Betul.
Kita orang tak tahu apa nak buat. And then aku dengan kau thought about strategies back and forth. Macam mana on how to make this podcast rise, how to make it connect to the audience, apa semua tu, what we wanted to do, how should we market our podcast and everything and stuff like that. And that took a lot of time.
Betul.
That took a lot of time. And not just a lot of time, that took like the combination of both of our experience. Where kita dua memang live the life of an influencer, of a content creator, and kita dua memang tahu how to do it and everything semua tu. And that information shouldn't be given out so easily or willy-nilly.
Betul. Tapi aku rasa kalau orang tanya pun kita jawab tu, and benda tu takkan dapat terus-terus tips tu 100% akan berjaya dekat orang pun.
Okay, but here's the thing. Okay, memang takkan percaya. Memang just because kau kasih out tips, macam tak adalah aku guarantee kau akan sukses ke apa semua tu kan. Tapi it will make your whole workflow better. It will make your whole understanding of the podcast space better ke apa semua tu. It's just that macam mana aku maybe this is just my pandangan lah kan. Tapi I've always hated people yang macam, ataupun tak pernah suka people yang willy-nilly out of nowhere macam minta for something.
Faham. Tiba-tiba datang, macam nak jadi kaya.
Yes, aku tak pernah suka benda tu. And I don't like doing it to other people, and I don't like people doing it to me. Macam for example, contoh, let's say kan, during the whole TikTok era and time, reel baru nak start off, during the first starting stages kan, I remember there was some guy datang kat aku macam, hey bro, can you share my reel on your page ke apa semua tu, apa blah blah blah. Mainly because they not that instant success.
Faham.
And aku susah gila nak bagi tahu orang that it doesn't work that way. Doesn't matter if someone shares your video and you have like probably one great hit, probably lah. And I'm saying probably because dia share and it might not even be a great video. So kau dapat sepihan saki-baki sikit-sikit je. And saki-baki sikit-sikit tu, I don't mean like 1%, I mean less than 1%.
Orang pun just datang tengok macam apa benda ni. Okay dah.
You don't make anything impactful ke apa semua tu kan. So my problem is they don't have the mannerism of making content or making their art or their craft. And because they don't have that mannerism, tiba-tiba out of nowhere, my solution to reach the top is to have one famous person ataupun well-known person to help me get there.
Jalan mudah lah.
Dia macam jadi macam kabel yang tak bermanfaat. Okay, aku faham tak dunia kabel, aku understand dunia kabel. Macam aku ada kabel, I have contacts apa semua kan. Aku honestly don't mind it sangat, as long as dia kabel yang bermanfaat. So macam, let me give you an example. Kau buat music dah 5 tahun dah, kau memang ada the craft apa semua tu, tapi tak ada exposure tu, tapi mannerism tu kau ada dah. And then kau minta kawan kau yang yang famous promote lagu kau. Is that a beneficial cable? It is, because after 5 years of discipline, of hard work, apa semua tu, kau finally nak minta tolong. That's completely fine. That is completely fine. It's different than macam I want a shortcut.
Aku dah buat satu lagu ni. Aku kena tunjuk kat orang ni. Ya, faham tu. Ya. Sebab aku faham, kita dah lalui semua benda ni, and benda ni memang sangat susah untuk kita nak sustain macam ni, kita nak teruskan konsisten macam ni.
Betul.
Benda tu tak senang nak dapat.
Betul.
Lagipun kalau kita nak share pun benda ni, macam kau kena lalu tu. Kau tak
kena
boleh
lalu.
Tips tu macam just tips je. Tips tu korang boleh Google pun. Tapi jalan tu macam mana korang nak jumpa tu, kena buat sendiri lah.
Betul. Betul.
Faham.
So that's why I've never liked the whole idea macam tolong promote business baru. Kalau tolong promote business baru, macam tu macam okay lah, tutup mata lah. Boleh lah. Dia nak buat business. Faham? It's like a grey area yang aku boleh terima. So aku kena faham tak, aku tak boleh categorize all of this into one basket. Literally everything ada dia punya subcategory of its own. So macam kalau content creation wise, macam no, do the work of a content creator. Do a lot of videos first, and then macam if there's a really good video that I feel like macam shit, I want to share this, and you wouldn't have to beg me for to.
Betul.
I would just share it straight away.
Ya. Setuju. Tapi kalau konten kau bagus pun, sekarang ni ada platform dipanggil TikTok, di mana kalau bagus konten kau letak je satu video pun orang akan tengok. Walaupun satu video je pun.
Jangan chase this mentality of one video make it. That's a really good tip lah. Okay, don't chase this one video and I'm gonna make it.
Betul.
Doesn't fucking matter, bro.
Yes.
Doesn't fucking
Sebab
matter.
bagi aku, kalau hanya buat satu video, dia tak mengajar kau apa-apa lagi lah. Dia just buat satu video. Kena buat banyak, kau dah tahu macam mana susah tu.
Macam mana susah nak dapat interaction.
Macam mana cara, kena 3 second awal untuk dapatkan perhatian audience lah. So benda tu korang kena ada dulu, baru macam baru korang faham kenapa konten korang pergi.
Yes. One off yang berjaya doesn't mean every video akan berjaya.
Betul. Kita tengok abang ni.
Betul. Betul. Dude, it's crazy. Aku sedar that I am, so far from what I'm seeing, I am the only content creator on TikTok yang bawah 100k yang dah reach around 1.8 million likes. And it's a big amount of number tau.
Lebih daripada follower tu.
1.8 million likes. Aku ada 80,000 followers 1.8 million likes. And then paling busuk video aku 15k.
Wow, so kau tak ada nombor-nombor, kau ada KK kat belakang.
Ada KK. And it's crazy tau, because if you go to other influencers kan, yang macam I don't know, okay, I'm not trying to sound mean ke apa semua, tapi macam pretty influencers. Macam they're just pretty, and then they just do TikTok dances ke apa semua tu. Some of the videos get 2,000, 3,000, 2,000, 2,000, and then one video yang 100k, and then yang 100k video tu dorang pin on their profile ke apa semua tu.
Faham.
And like I get it, you got like one video yang viral and everything apa semua tu, but it shows that how every content I post has some quality to it.
Faham.
And I'm not just simply saying, simply giving out these advices, or simply saying that I'm good at what I do.
Faham. Tapi kalau korang pun boleh tengok kalau benda tu ada, korang ada banyak video, korang boleh tengok macam, okay, kalau aku buat video yang macam ni, pergi tak? So korang boleh tengok tau. Kalau korang korang boleh tahu apa yang audience suka dekat korang. So korang boleh tengok dari situ, views ni macam ni banyak. So korang boleh ke arah situ lah lebih. Faham tak?
Betul. Yeah, but in the end, just want to say like there's a lot to it lah. If you want to start your own podcast, sure, go ahead. Like no one's stopping you. I'm not gonna say don't fucking do it. But if you want my tips and you do semua tu, then
DM lah.
DM lah.
Nanti bagi rate lah.
Nanti bagi rate lah.
Kita orang boleh ajar. A sampai B.
A sampai B.
Yes.
Yeah. But let me give you one for free lah. One for free, which is basically macam doesn't matter lah what you want to do, and if you're not consistent on it, don't bother. You can't have to be consistent.
Betul.
You can't have to be consistent. Borak Space became Borak Space because kita orang dah 5 episod dah. 50 episod dah.
50 dah. Yes.
50.
Aku rasa itu benda paling berat lah actually. Nak consistent tu. Sebab masing-masing ada kerja masing-masing. Kadang-kadang ada yang busy. Tapi dapat orang kata apa, masa yang betul tu.
Betul.
Susah agak tu.
Aku tak dapat cari a good 9 to 5 job because aku kena make time for Borak Space. That's how much I believe in the podcast. And aku fikir macam, you know what, I'm still gonna give it a go. So macam bayangkan this is why it's not so easy. There are some people out there yang ada 9 to 5. Yang 9 to 5 yang probably tak work remote. Let's say dia ada partner. Dan partner pula dia tengok partner dia free macam mana. Itu satu hal juga. Kalau partner dia free one day saja out of the whole month, that means satu hari tu dia kena record 4 episode.
Betul.
So there's a lot of factors that you have to do. I mean, not discouraging you to try, but you have to think about these things.
Betul. Sebab kadang-kadang kalau korang record 4 kali satu hari, tepu bye. Melainkan korang ada skrip lah. Tapi still lah.
I mean, there are some podcast yang macam apa ni,
memerlukan skrip.
Diorang memerlukan skrip. Macam for example, podcast ni just cerita hantu ke, cerita love or romance ke apa semua tu. I mean, I think that's fine, you know, to do it with a script, and you just do it alone, and it still counts as a podcast. Depends on what you want to do. Really depends on what you want to do. Doesn't matter, bro. Doesn't matter.
Sebab nanti pun kalau korang, contohlah kalau podcast korang dah berjaya pun, nanti orang akan datang macam, cuba buat ni, cuba buat buat cerita hantu. Cuba buat ni.
Cuba buat cerita pasal polis ni dia ada 3 kaki, and then 2 tangan dia besi. Something like that.
Macam hari tu ada seorang kawan aku ni, dia bagi tahu macam, kau bawa guest best ni tak apa ni, korek-korek sikit tanya pasal ni. Macam memang ada orang yang nak dengar cerita-cerita panas ni kan. Macam boleh je kita nak tanya, tapi untuk Borak Space ni aku rasa tidak sesuai untuk benda tu, sebab kita orang nak panggil guest untuk berada dalam kita orangnya safe space ni untuk cerita apa yang diorang nak cerita tau. Bukan kita nak korek cerita apa yang diorang tak nak cerita ke apa macam tu lah.
It's almost evil in some sense. Okay, by evil, let me try to explain this. Okay, let's say ada orang datang and then after that dia spread tea kan. Okay, first of all, kenapa kau nak sangat dengar kan? Kenapa kau nak sangat dengar kan? I feel like most of the time macam kita orang dengar tea and he is not gonna lie lah, aku pun terlibat dalam hal ni. Alright, okay. Cuma that bila tea is shared with me, it's just shared with me.
Betul.
You know, it's not given to the public. It's just shared between two friends.
Betul.
And that happens. That's completely fine. You want to have tea with your two friends, have tea with your two friends. It's better in a controlled space anyway. Kan? Tapi when tea becomes public, tea becomes like macam public information. Semua orang mula lah letak kau dia punya own twist, dia punya own propaganda. Betul. Lah apa semua ni. Betul. And it just makes the whole situation much more worse.
Betul.
Much more worse. And it's stupid.
Yeah.
And to a point where macam I feel like sometimes there's two reasons to dengar tea. One, we want to dengar tea because macam okay, wow, it's tea. Nice.
Sedapnya.
Nice. Yeah, but at the end, second part tu, there's this feeling yang macam hearing someone else when you're downfall makes me feel a little bit good about myself. Do you not think so? Do you not think so? That's why aku suka macam like one-on-one tea tau. Like one-on-one tea, it can come off as macam janganlah work with that guy is blah 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 blah. Ataupun macam hey, be careful with that person pernah ada ni. I mean one-on-one tea is one-on-one tea. Tapi when you made it public apa semua tu, it's just I don't know, it just makes this narration of like
Sebab manusia kat luar tu macam-macam. Ada je assumption, ni sebab ni lah, ni. Kita orang bagi tahu sikit, nanti ada yang tambah-tambah, ni sebab ni lah, sebab ni lah.
Betul. I mean, okay, this is for tea and it's not like I'm telling you like don't say anything if it was like a sexual predator punya case. No, if it was a sexual predator, we found out, we'll let you know. We let you know. Keep your kids away from that sexual predator.
Betul.
But this one is just like ni tak puas hati dengan tu, bla 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 bla. Mampus lah hidup orang tu.
Ya. Aku suka pada aku harap korang pun dapat rasa nanti, InsyaAllah. Sebab aku rasa bila aku dah membesar ni, aku dah rasa macam aku tak perlukan lah semua tu. You know TT ni semua. Sebab bila aku dah dewasa macam ni, aku rasa macam aku perlukan peace. Aku perlukan otak aku dalam keadaan yang baik, di mana aku nak kena jaga itu, aku nak kena jaga ini. So benda-benda bodoh ni, benda-benda yang membuatkan otak kau negatif ni macam tak payah tu. Bila kadang-kadang macam dulu aku ada seorang kawan ni yang macam bila ada tea je dia macam cari aku. Kau tahu tak? Sampai masa aku macam dah tu aku tak nak dengar tu. Aku tak, sebab sampai kau dah penat tau sebenarnya. Kau dah macam dah tu aku dah tak nak tahu dah pasal orang lain. Aku just nak fokus pasal diri aku ni. Aku just nak happy je. Sebab bila kau dengar cerita pasal orang lain, kau akan turut macam, kadang kan bila orang cerita tea, orang akan benci dia kan. Kau akan ikut benci padahal tak ada kena-mengena dengan kau pun.
Betul. Padahal kau tak kenal orang tu apa. Kau tak tahu orang tu dah berubah ke belum ke apa semua tu.
Dia ni so benda-benda macam tu membuatkan kau punya mental pun macam terikut juga. Nampak orang tu macam tak suka dia. So benda-benda macam tu untuk aku macam dah tu, aku rasa bila orang datang kat aku nak happykan dia sebab dia happy dengan aku. Macam tu je. So jaga-jagalah. Sampai ke tea
Sampai ke tea. Sebab kita borak pasal kawan kau yang buat podcast tu.
Yes, betul.
So it's interesting lah. It's interesting lah. Macam tu lah sekarang. Dah dekat setahun dah kita lepak ni macam tu. Speaking of setahun. Speaking of setahun. Dah setahun dah.
Happy birthday to you.
Okay, dah.
Happy. Come on, alhamdulillah kita dah setahun membuat.
Tuesday 12. That was the first time episode 1 keluar.
Wow.
Pilot kita keluar.
Damn.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Dah setahun tu. Aku masih ingat lagi macam mana kita orang start podcast ni dengan macam memang tak ada barang. Hakim ajak shoot lagi 2 hari. Baru nak beli barang.
Betul.
Baru start beli semua benda. And then lahirlah BORAK Space.
Awal-awal tu Hari tak kasi aku isap vape. Kau ajar tu.
Disebabkan aku rasa macam nanti budak. Tapi macam dah besar tu. Aku masih ingat lagi sebab dulu masa aku stir kan, masa aku dengan stir, kita orang ada audience budak-budak. So benda-benda yang macam ni kita orang dilarang lah.
Faham?
So sampai lepas tu aku macam shit, aku dah besar tu. Dah masuk Borak Space ni bukan podcaster, ni Borak Space. So ikut Hakim lah nak buat apa. Hakim pun dah besar tu.
That's right.
Dia pun jual vape pun dulu.
Babi lah. Nak beli vape, nak beli rokok, tunggu pukul 18. Aku start rokok time aku 19 tu.
Damn. What the fuck?
Aku memang tunggu.
Damn. 19.
Time 19.
Okay.
19 aku start isap shisha, rokok, apa semua tu, bla 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 bla. Pengaruh rakan muda. Tak ada lah.
Rakan sebaya pun.
Rakan muda. Semua tak mature lagi time tu.
Tapi masa kat sekolah, masa kat sekolah aku ada kawan-kawan aku yang semua isap rokok.
Faham?
Pada masa tu aku je tak isap rokok. So time tu aku macam wow, aku macam tak percaya pada
influence.
Yes kan, kawan-kawan aku semua isap rokok, tapi aku tak pun, aku okey je kan. Tapi disebabkan aku tak isap pun sebab bapak aku isap rokok kuat tau. So aku pernah tanya bapak aku, bang kenapa isap rokok lah? Sedap ke? Aku tanya kan. Lepas tu macam tak sedap pun, pahit. Start pada tu aku macam budak bodoh, macam pahit, buat apa aku nak try sel. So sejak pada tu aku tak try. Tapi ada satu kali, sorry abah ibu kalau tengok. Habis sekolah aku jumpa kawan sekolah aku macam, kau apa, jom kita lepak red chair tu.
Faham?
Red chair, lepak red chair, order shisha.
Okay.
Aku macam, kau shisha? Syah.
So time tu aku first time isap shisha.
Aku baru nak acah-acah kan. Macam sila.
Dia nasab keluar ni macam
aku try nak ambil kan.
Lu ke batuk betul?
Sorry tu. Aku teringat tu.
Faham.
Tapi tak sedap sah shisha. Asal korang isap shisha sah?
Aku tak suka shisha.
Tak sedap bodoh.
Awal-awal tu macam boleh terima lah.
Tak rasa pun.
Aku tak suka.
Tak sedap tu.
Awal-awal tu aku okay tu. Aku cuma benci one thing je pasal shisha.
Apa?
Kau tak boleh bawa merata tempat. Kau dah order shisha, kau kena duduk situ sampai lah habis.
Faham.
Apa pisangnya. Macam kau datang duduk situ macam, aku macam nak isap shisha boleh tak? Babi kita nak belah lagi 30 minit saya movie nak start. Tak apa lah, shisha je lah macam
Faham.
Hilang RM20, RM15 ke RM12 ke, tak kisahlah. Apa macam tu je. Untuk 30 minit nak
Faham. Tapi dia adakah ada sama macam vape?
No, aku rasa tak. Aku rasa vape ada that nicotine hit tu.
Dia ada rasa apa je. Aku
dia
sebab tak rasa tu
je. Dia just ada flavor kat mulut.
Lepas tu main asap. Tak ada pening-pening.
Tak ada pening-pening.
Tak ada pening nikotin tu, tak ada.
Tak ada that pening nikotin tu.
Faham. Tapi rasa aku batuk sel.
I don't know why. It's like an Arab delicacy as well.
Faham. Tapi aku tak aku pernah rasa vape. So aku macam, aku rasa masa aku isap shisha tu memang tak rasa apa lah. Macam uhuk je sel.
Okay, faham?
Menangis lah uhuk. Aduh, baru nak tunjuk cool sel. Punya uhuk.
Gila babi. Tiba zaman sekolah pula.
Ya bodoh.
Kita cakap zaman rokok apa semua macam. Tapi I actually want to talk more about the year of Borak Space.
Wow.
The year. Okay. To you, like, who was one of your favourite guests?
Alamak.
Semua best.
Semua best.
Tapi siapa yang macam selalu stick inside your head?
Sorry guys. Tapi aku boleh cakap aku happy di mana East and Dan datang.
Faham?
Aku sangat-sangat happy because aku awal-awal tu aku macam kena sad and aku tak kenal sangat orang. So aku agak nervous dan aku nak kena, tak boleh nak gelak sebab diorang tengah ceritakan something yang broken kan. So macam okay, tapi sampai-sampai pecah sih.
Faham. Kau tahu tak, kau punya gelak tu paling kuat sekali.
Sorry doh.
Time tengah edit tu kan kuat sekali gelak. Aku kena macam cari mana kau gelak kuat, turunkan. Mana kau gerak kuat, turunkan. Macam semua gelak, faham. Semua gelak. Tapi kau punya hit a certain note.
Aku punya
macam, wow, damn.
Mic aku rapat ni.
So kau pakai mic yang rapat tu. Ya. Betul.
Tapi memang kelakar lah. Aku suka.
Aku ada a few. One of my, I think like there were a few, tapi I love them for very different reasons. Satu, I love the one with Shasha Abdul. Aku rasa I think that one was like one of my personal favourites. Personal favourites. Second, I would say ni bukan by any order. This is just like the top 3 as it is. It's actually the one with Nia.
You do. Okay, aku lupa tu.
Yeah, the one with Nia it's special sebab dia macam mana? It was one of our first episodes to hit 10k. I think it was Johannes punya first, and then Nia punya came after.
Betul.
Yeah, tapi it's in a sense where when we first invited in Nia, and then we made the clips of Borak Space on TikTok apa semua tu, that's when I saw like our strategy macam it's working.
You do.
Yeah. So that gave me like macam a big sense of hope.
Betul.
And how kita orang still boleh borak with new people, and then it's still interesting. So that gave me a little bit of hope. That episode, I feel like that episode macam like a nice stepping stone.
Betul.
Yeah.
You do.
Yeah, right. And then lastly, my last pick for the top 3 would be tak sure. Actually okay, tu top 2 lah kot.
Faham. Aku suka lagi satu Rashdan punya episode.
Faham.
Rashdan punya episode.
Faham.
Wah,
It
aku
was
rasa
the
macam
clip yang got like first 1 mil.
Betul.
Gila.
You do. Betul, bodoh lah budak tu. Aku tak suka dia.
So bad.
Lagi siapa okay, aku lagi satu. Aku rasa yang aku rasa sangat-sangat relax dan aku suka dengar cerita dia adalah episod Ismail Zani.
Episod Ismail.
Aku rasa macam time tu bagi aku macam kita bawa big jugalah. Bawa big artist, and kita dapat dengar dia punya kisah-kisah. Kalau korang tak tengok, korang tengok. Best tu. Bagi aku itu macam aku just memang mendengar saja apa yang dia cerita, and aku rasa dia sangat-sangat, and aku time tu aku macam bangga gila dengan macam mana dia boleh sekecil itu tapi dia boleh fikir besar macam tu.
Yeah. I mean, of course he's going to make a few mistakes in his life. Tapi we've all been there.
Betul.
We've all been there. Cuma aib kau ditutup, aib dia tiba-tiba terbuka.
Betul.
Itu je.
Itu banyak gila benda korang boleh belajar dalam tu.
Tu. This is one thing tak suka juga pasal apa ni, macam manusia lah in general. Macam you're acting cocky sebab kau punya aib tu tutup je. Itu je.
Betul.
That's all. Bila aib kau terbuka, baru kau rasa malu, baru kau rasa benda tu semua.
Yes, baru kau faham perasaan orang yang kau hina sebelum ni.
Betul. So jangan belagak lah just because aib kau tutup je.
Betul. Sebab korang kena fikir tau, macam mungkin korang tengok macam mana ada aku ada aib. Kau tu manusia tu. Manusia mesti ada buat salah punya lah. Mungkin kau tak perasan orang lain nampak benda tu.
Betul.
Mungkin korang rasa macam aku baik gila kot, aku solat 5 waktu. Tapi macam mana pun kau manusia tu, mesti ada buat salah.
Betul. Tak ada maknanya kau sempurna.
Tak ada.
Tak ada maknanya kau sempurna.
Kalau kau sempurna, kau tak duduk kat dunia lah.
Kau duduk kat syurga je. With the other angels.
Betul.
Malaikat lain. Hang relax. Hang relax sikit. Jangan mengadah. Tidur terkeluar kan.
Keluar ni 9 sekali mengadah.
Apa ni? The one yang Ismail tu was really nice. Hari tu aku rasa aku masuk live Ismail kat TikTok kot. Aku macam patah hati aku sikit. Sebab aku nampak macam in the punya comment section ramai orang macam
suruh buka baju.
No, tak. Tanya macam apa ni, apa ni, tak pergi club ke malam ni? Tak pergi ni ke malam ni? Macam bapak petty siap.
Aku tak tahu apa kepuasan diorang tu. Kau faham tak? Adakah sebabkan dia baca, lepas tu dia terasa hati and kau puas hati macam tu? Adakah macam tu dia punya, orang kata, bayaran dia? Aku nak buat kau sakit hati. Bila dia sakit hati, puas sial, Mail sakit hati macam tu. Kau faham tak? Apa kepuasan dia? Kat mana kepuasan dia? Apa yang busuk sangat hati tu sampai nak kena,
tak lah, aku macam nak kata diorang busuk hati, tak ada lah busuk hati. Aku rasa diorang just
nak main pun tak. Ada yang kadang-kadang kau boleh rasa lah dia punya niat tu main-main. Tapi kadang-kadang main-main tu boleh melebih. Benda macam tu macam tak perlu tu nak main-main.
So here's what I see. Okay, this is just my personal observation after aku nak nampak benda ni for a very long time. There are few things that we have to note. Satu, orang yang make jokes. Kerja dia hanyalah untuk berlawak. Tapi berlawak dia kadang-kadang tak fikir sangat pasal perasaan orang tu. Because not gonna lie, sometimes the most funniest thing is the most painful thing to say.
Betul.
So there is that in that sense. And so here's one thing. I believe they have this mindset where they are the only one doing it. So the only one doing it in a sense where aku seorang saja ejek dia. Dia nampak dia punya contribution alone saja. Macam dia punya only contribution is that macam mama ni bodoh sah. Dia seorang je. Tapi tak sedar yang dia punya one contribution tu is he's probably number 100. In his head dia kasih out one joke saja. Satu joke je. Tapi dia orang yang ke 100 yang made that statement ataupun that's insulting this person because of something. It's in a sense where macam ni, dia tak boleh nak rasa bersalah fully because dia buat satu benda je. Faham tak? Dia tak boleh nampak benda tu. Tapi it's different for the person yang tengah receive that. Because the person yang tengah receive that, he's getting 100 of these messages saying that he's a piece of shit, apa semua, blah 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 blah. And all those 100 people fikir macam they made one joke only. Faham. Kan?
Faham.
That's the thing. That's why aku macam patah hati bila aku tengok Ismail buat live tu. Is because that I understand these people are just making one joke. At best aku nak sangka baik kata they're making one joke. I'm not God. Aku tak tahu niat diorang apa. Okay, tapi aku nak sangka baik kata dia nak make one joke lah.
Yeah.
Alright. Tapi while I was there in the live, he was probably person number 5 that time.
Damn.
That made that joke. And then aku nampak dah muka Ismail dah macam fuck it, aku nak just main gitar je.
Faham.
Blah blah blah. So it's things like that. Things like that. There's also a second factor to it, which is basically macam there is a part of insecurity is not the right word. Defense mechanism is not the right word. It's
tapi boleh jadi.
We're just gonna use insecurity until I can think of a better word if I do. Let's say kan, macam kita ambil contoh kau kan, kau keluarkan lagu cute and everything semua tu, and then it became a big success. And then to someone dia tak suka gila lagu tu. Tapi do we ever sit back and think macam kenapa dia tak suka lagu ni? What is going on in his life sampai to a point where they just okay, aku tak suka lagu ni, aku just like skip it. Kenapa? What is so shitty in his life sampai to a point where he has to hurt others as well?
Betul. Itu yang aku fikir tu.
Yeah. And let me tell you like macam okay, this is probably something nobody wants to hear, especially from the person that's bullying them ke apa semua tu, but it's always going to be true. There's always going to be something wrong in that person's life, and that's why dia tengah buat that thing as well.
Yeah. Betul. Tapi tu lah penat kita lah. Takkan kita nak faham dia siap.
No, tak ya. Kita tak perlu nak faham dia kalau kita tak nak. Tapi at the same time
kita kena faham.
Itulah ujian dia.
Faham. Ya.
Dia tak boleh nak faham kau, dia tak boleh nak respect kau, tapi does that mean you have to be like him?
Betul. Aku ada sekali tau marah. Aku tak tahu lah. Aku macam fuck lah, aku nak reply bangsat ni. So dia cakap dengan aku pasal lagu cute kan. Lagu cute ni senang je nak buat. Lepas tu cakap senang sangat. Lepas tu dia cakap macam mak aku pun boleh buat. Ini aku pun boleh buat macam tu lah. Dia cakap kan. Aku macam shit, babi lah dia ni.
Faham.
Macam tak tu bagi aku lagu cute tu pada masa tu aku macam tak susah, tak senang lah nak buat benda tu actually.
Betul,
untuk mendapat that music macam tu, and untuk nak keluarkan bagi orang lain dengar. And aku rasa macam terkilan lah, sebab aku rasa macam aku ada part tu dalam tu, aku macam buat lagu tu tapi orang cakap shit pasal benda tu kan. Pasal aku keluar next song, lagu tak tahu tu. Lepas tu aku ingat orang tu komen, lagu ni sedap, lagu ni mesti susah buat kan.
Okay.
Aku macam fuck, lagu ni aku buat 20 minit je babi.
So clearly kau boleh nampak yang macam Mamat tu memang tak tahu apa. Mamat tu tak tahu apa. So kenapa, okay, like macam faham lah dia mempertikaikan kau punya effort.
Ya, pada masa tu kan muda. So aku macam nak melawan lah benda tu. Padahal ada 3,000 yang macam thank you sebab lagu ni sedap, lagu sedap. Tapi aku pergi tengok yang satu tu je.
Sebab satu tu yang stand out.
Ya,
Dia stand out.
So aku macam pincang tau. Aku macam fuck, aku buat lagu ni tak adalah senang, semudah itu kan. Dia boleh cakap mak aku pun boleh buat ini, aku pun boleh buat lah. Ini lirik apa asal.
Faham.
Tapi next song tu dia macam aku ingat lagi ini lagu ni sedap. Lagu ni mesti susah buat kan. Pada tak tu aku buat lagu tu lagi senang daripada lagu
then
cute.
he might be one of those people yang macam critically critics over songs tapi never done a single work in his life.
Betul.
There are people like that.
Pemikiran macam tu juga membuatkan aku macam slow down sikit lah. Macam dalam aku tahu diorang ni tak pernah buat. Macam aku pun tak pernah buat. Dulu aku suka condemn macam lagu ni tak sedap. So bila aku dah masuk dalam tu, aku tahu lah macam mana susahnya nak membuat lagu, macam mana detailnya, macam mana artnya membuat lagu tu. So lepas aku tahu semua tu, aku macam sumpah aku cakap lagu macam mana keluar pun aku appreciate. Aku try untuk cari macam producer dia bagus lah buat ni. Walaupun nyanyi dia teruk ke apa kan, walaupun mungkin lirik dia tak sedap, tapi kau dalam music tu kau boleh tengok semua benda tau. Kau boleh macam sedap dia beat dia kan, sedap dia melody dia. Walaupun suara dia tak sedap dia melody dia buat. Kau macam appreciate benda tu tau, supaya kau tak ada benci tau benda tu sebenarnya. Kau kena appreciate benda tu macam aku macam happy lah. Lepas tu aku alhamdulillah aku dah masuk benda ni, aku happy dengan music. Sebab aku dah tak ada benci-benci tu lah. Walaupun lagu tu teruk macam mana pun, aku macam siapa buat? Aku macam lebih detail lah benda tu.
Faham?
Macam siapa producer dia? Dia buat lagu macam ni. Okay, nice.
Sorry aku gelak-gelak. Aku just baru sedar. Aku rasa ni macam kali ke-5 atau kali ke-6 aku cerita.
Fuck, yeah. Babi.
Aku macam pernah dengar point ni.
Oh ya.
Macam nanti dia kata ya betul tu.
Babi. Lepas tu kau sambung terus macam macam mana kau tahu tu Kim? Ni kali ke-6 tu. Aku buatkan kali ke-7 lah.
Maybe ni kali ke-6.
Ya.
Maybe kali ke-6.
Tapi macam tu lah cerita dia.
Aku not to diminish you ke apa semua tu. Tapi macam there's a part of me that believes maybe you're still not over the issue.
Fuck. Aku ingat isu tu disebabkan benda tu membuatkan aku berubah. Kau tahu tak? Aku tengok muzik dengan segi lain. Kau tahu tak? So benda tu sangat-sangat besar untuk aku.
No, sorry. No, it's good. Cuma like macam to the people yang tengah binge watch, kau dah dengar macam ni betul kali ke-6.
Mungkin ada 2-3.
Tapi to the people yang macam baru masuk the podcast, macam okay, they get to know a different side of you. So selama ni we're probably getting like a whole new lot of traction. And a whole new traction, probably sometimes kita orang kena repeat some points lah.
Betul.
It happens.
Sebab kita pun borak tu. Kadang kau borak tu kau akan cerita balik macam masuk point ni kau akan masuk dalam tu. Itulah podcast guys.
Cuma kadang-kadang kena tangkap lah benda tu.
Betul. Kau patut main je tadi Kim. Kau macam fuck, macam mana kau tahu siap Kim? Wah. Lepas tu lalas macam dah 6 kali siap aku cerita. Aku faham.
Kau tengah in the mood nak cerita. Tengah nak cut off. So aku nak audience dia dengar, dia macam
macam mungkin ada orang Haris banyak cakap lah time ni.
And then tiba-tiba macam betul lah.
Macam pernah dengar. Sorry guys.
All good though. Have you ever thought about dah terfikir-fikir dah nak gerak ke terapi?
Wow. Damn. Aku nak cakap aku busy pun tak juga.
Betul.
Tapi aku tak jumpa lagi dua masa tu.
Ke kau tak nak make time?
Mungkin diri aku yang tak macam Rik. Padahal aku sebelum ni aku ingat lagi aku pernah buat wallpaper tau. Go to therapist. Buat ni lah. Lepas tu dah tukar wallpaper tu, dah tak buat dah siya.
Faham.
Tapi aku akan cuba untuk pergi sebab aku rasa takkan nak tunggu teruk-teruk kan. Tapi aku rasa aku kena pergi jugalah nanti.
Aku rasa it will be best kalau kau dapat gerak before next year.
Why asal?
Saja. I think now is like a good time. Kau punya thoughts pun dah clear, so maybe it's just also easier for you to communicate them.
Betul-betul.
Tadi macam everything terlalu rusing dalam otak kau ke apa semua.
Macam tak tahu je otak aku runsing.
Making an assumption.
Tak adalah. Aku rasa macam aku rasa bila kau dah besar ni, hidup kau agak bertambah susah. Sebab sekarang ni pun bukan sekarang lah, like sebulan lepas aku dulu aku selalu duduk dan ingat masa lalu, kau tahu.
Oh,
sebab
faham.
Good times, tak payah fikir apa-apa. And so aku ada sekali tu seminggu aku duduk just nak ingat masa lama je. Wow, betapa senangnya sial. Aku patut appreciate saya dulu ni tak payah buat apa. Lepas tu reality dah. Jom buat kerja.
Kau macam tu Aku think of it of a different way.
Macam mana tu?
Okay, maybe sebab of the whole incident tahun ni where tak banyak duit apa semua. So memang betul-betul belajar bersyukur kau kan. Aku do that too, where aku macam sit down, aku think about my past apa semua tu, and how easy it was before. Tapi aku tak adalah macam
nak balik sana sangat.
No, there are moments yang macam rasa macam nak balik sangat sana kan. Of course memang kan ada those feelings. Tapi tak adalah aku sit down and macam damn, I should have appreciated it back then. Tak ada, sebab macam mana in the way I see it kan, aku bersyukur gila babi yang aku ada moments and times where aku boleh just sit down, and when I look back in my life, I feel happy about it.
Faham.
Setengah orang tak ada tau benda tu. Setengah orang macam when they sit down and think about their past, it's very hard for them to susah cari makan, hard for them to be in a house where their family are always fighting. So the fact that macam, of course, like everyone of course akan ada dia punya own beautiful moments, and I think life is fair in that way, in that sense. But I don't know, I never look at it and macam, oh, why didn't I appreciate it more back then? Sekarang aku dah tengah grow up apa semua blah blah blah. Aku just literally just sit down and just say, ush, Alhamdulillah though I had that.
Yeah. Faham.
Alhamdulillah boleh. I had that.
Betul.
Yeah, sikit sebab okay, maybe like one of the main reasons aku tanya kau pasal apa ni, therapy juga ke apa semua tu, and kau dah decide ke nak gerak ke apa semua tu, is because aku sedar that there's been one thing I've been delaying for the longest time, and sekarang dah December dah. And which is basically I wanted to write an apology to someone.
Wow.
Yeah, but like you guys will never know who. So I want to write an apology to someone. So I've been thinking about it since I don't know, January. I thought about something, and then delay, and then tahu-tahu dah December. Every time aku nak take that step, it gets scary because it suddenly becomes real. It's no longer an imagination inside of your head where you can control the outcome.
Oh, okay. Faham.
It becomes a real step with real possibilities and real consequences. And every time aku dah start writing that apology, I take a step back and macam, do I want to have this conversation with this person? Am I going to be able to accept everything that's going to happen? And it's not easy. But at the same time, like those things that are not easy, and the things that are scary, or the work that we should be doing, it's where life happens. Faham tak? It's in a sense where macam there's a beautiful quote where dia kata the magic in life is inside of all the work that you're not doing. So right now everything feels mundane and everything apa semua because you're doing the same things that you're doing every single day. But you know deep down there's something you should be doing. Macam should be going to therapy, should send out that apology letter, should work out a little bit more. And when you do those things and you find that struggle too, that's when life happens. Life doesn't happen when you're just sitting around doing nothing. It's like macam that kesedaran that you have to do something and you have to walk towards it. So that's why aku cakap aku macam maybe you should go.
Yeah, you do. Okay, aku faham. Wow.
Yeah.
You do. Yeah.
So I think it's a very good message to anyone yang masuk 2024 as well ke apa semua tu. Like think about where you want to be in life. Think about the work that you're avoiding and not doing. do that.
Ya. Okay, aku faham sangat tu. Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks tu.
Yeah. Sebab okay, macam bayangkan kalau aku dengan kau tak do the work of the podcasting.
Yes.
Macam kita on somewhere deep down macam okay, we need to do this.
Yeah.
Tapi kau tak nampak ke the magic of life that happened once we started the podcast?
Betul. Yes.
Damn, everything tied back together.
You doh. Betul. Kalau kita tak buat tu, aku rasa kita tak ada that life, you know. Benda ni, kau tahu tak?
Yeah.
Kalau kita tak buat tu. But kita tak sangka pun benda ni besar macam ni, kau tahu.
Yeah,
dengan
betul.
membuat benda tu saja awal-awal tu.
Yes. So that's why I kata the magic in life is in the work that you're not doing.
You doh. Okay. Okay. You doh.
Yeah, kan?
Fuck.
Kan?
Kau baca buku apa ni?
Tak ada, macam saya.
Oh, macam duduk macam berak macam doh.
Yeah.
Fuck. Okay. Betapa besarnya kan benda tu.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's so simple. It can be done by anyone. It's the same. It relates back to macam them not working, putting in the hours and then minta orang share ke apa semua tu. That's where the magic of life is.
Yeah.
Kalau kau just avoid and kau just not live safe je, of course you're gonna hate life. Sebab you're not giving life a chance to macam show like give what it needs to give you.
Yeah. Okay. Betul doh. Banyak benda aku nak buat lagi ni. Thanks doh, Kim. Yeah.
No problem.
Betul. Aku setuju. Wow. Pembukaan mata.
Yeah. I've been dilly-dallying with that thought for like a good 3 months. Macam tu lah.
Ya, walaupun benda tu kecil pun tu.
Yeah.
Just buat je.
Yeah.
Ada live situ.
Betul.
Okay.
Yeah. It's different lah if you like macam, you know, you don't have the time. Like betul-betul don't have the time. I get it lah. But there's also a silver lining where do you really don't have the time or are you not making the time to do it? Macam aku memang busy. Tapi not gonna lie, aku tidur pukul 5 pagi. And then aku bangun pukul 10. Alright, so that means aku on average I have 19 hours a day.
Yeah.
Alright. And aku memang delegate my time to relax, to do some work. Relax, do some work. Relax, do some work. But even I know that I'm just not making time to write that apology that I should.
Okay.
Faham tak?
Faham doh. Okay. Pandai kau susun
Yeah. Aku tak tahu macam mana. Dia tengok Allah susun. Allah susun. Aku buka mulut.
Wow. Gitu. Betul.
Yeah. It do be like that. Man, I really hope someone really sticks to the end to listen to that part.
Yeah. Aku rasa orang tunggu.
Maybe. Maybe.
Orang, aku rasa siapa-siapa yang tengok betul-betul tengok podcast, dia tak tengok 10 minit je. Dia mungkin akan, sebab macam siapa cakap? Kau ke cakap?
Aku
Aku rasa kau ataupun orang lain yang cakap pasal podcast ni kau boleh dengar mana-mana pun. Bukan dekat TV je. Contoh kau tengah berak pun kau boleh dengar podcast. Sebelum tidur pun kau boleh dengar podcast. Naik kereta pun kau boleh dengar podcast. So orang akan dengar je. Dia tak ada
like
macam
sounds like something I would say. Yeah.
Masa kat podcast tu lah aku shock hari tu. Aku rasa kau cakap dekat table tu.
No, dan tu kawan kau.
Oh yeah.
Ya, tu kawan kau. Yeah. Damn, ada orang pandai macam aku.
So harap korang pun macam tu lah. Sebelum tidur dengar podcast. Masa berak pun dengar podcast. Banyak berak dah aku cakap. Shit.
Betul.
Sorry dah.
All good.
Mungkin dia tengah makan ke apa.
Kesian diorang. Itu lah. That's the whole predicament of life. It's been one heck of a year this year.
Yeah doh.
It's been one heck of the year this year.
Tapi bagi aku laju sangat doh tahun ni.
Aku rasa sebab kita orang filled it with really meaningful activities. And it becomes like a macam mana, like a time machine in some sense. Aku rasa aku nampak Cole Sprouse yang apa ni, the actor from Sweet Lives and Cody tu.
Yang kembar tu ke?
Yang kembar tu, Cole Sprouse tu. I think he was on the podcast, he was saying that macam he had one of the most horrible breakups ever, and then he dived into photography. And because he dived into photography, it became like a time machine for him, because like he was just doing something that he loved, and tahu macam dah ni dah. So maybe that's why juga, maybe because we're making the podcast, we're
betul.
getting these comments every single week.
Sebab ingat time kita PKP dulu, macam tak ada benda nak buat and all. Kurang lama lah.
Betul.
But now macam sekejap je tu. Sebab aku ingat lagi macam mana first kita duduk buat podcast ni.
Betul.
Macam tiba-tiba dah setahun tu. Setahun siap.
Maybe also because aku dengan kau, kita orang just live life probably week by week. Kita tak pernah plan macam Disember nak buat apa. Disember tak sampai lagi.
Ya.
Kan?
Itu Hakim selalu cakap tak sampai lagi.
Tak sampai lagi jangan fikir. Tak sebab on a personal note, aku used to be that guy where aku nak fikir macam December ni kena berlaku, January ni kena berlaku, June ni kena berlaku. Tapi all those things they were never in my control ever. And then bila aku sedar that I'm getting closer to the deadline, but my goals or my current state is nowhere close to where I need to be. So macam for example, let's say by August aku kena ada RM10,000. Tapi job tak masuk, apa semua tak masuk. Aku dah dekat dah dengan August ni, tapi apa-apa tak berlaku. I mean sure, I work hard. I pressure myself a lot. Tapi it was because I pressure myself a lot tu lah aku tak boleh live that life anymore.
Faham.
Yeah, I can't. So macam August tak sampai, itu masalah August. Hari ni hari Khamis, problem hari Jumaat. Tak sampai lagi tu. Tak sampai lagi. Sure, you can have plan a little bit. Jangan live too in the moment sangat. Then in the future ahead, tapi not too far ahead. Moderation is key, guys. Moderation is key.
Betul. Damn.
Macam tu. Yup. Hidup. Damn, lama saya cakap tu. Hidup. God damn.
Kita dah sampai sejam dah.
Apa?
Laju.
Dah lama saya. Aku tengok saya jam tu macam cakap apa lagi ni.
Tadi kita adakan episod ni disebabkan kita dah setahun, and kita nak appreciate kita punya guest-guest yang sampai, yang membuatkan Borak Space ni Borak Space. And kita nak cakap thank you juga kepada korang yang tak berhenti-henti comments, yang daripada aku ingat lagi kita tengok comments first second je.
Betul.
Tu je dulu.
Betul. Dulu 2 komen je.
First second. Itu pun kau dengan orang lain.
Aku dengan orang lain. Itu je.
Sudah.
Sekarang jadi lumba tu.
Doh.
Sekarang aku yang upload video
kau yang upload pun
aku yang lambat.
Yes.
Betul. Korang buat apa siap?
Diorang tunggu tu. Diorang tekan notification bell. Thank you guys doh. Aku sangat-sangat appreciate, and aku happy actually daripada memang aku nak buat podcast ni. Benda yang lain daripada aku buat dengan Stirk dulu, and dia tercapai, and thanks to Hakim juga yang betul lomus tak tidur mengedit, memberikan korang clips dekat TikTok tu.
Sama-sama.
Supaya korang boleh cari kat mana Borak Space tu. And
to the audience and to the viewers, I just want to say you're welcome.
Ini Hakim guys.
So of course diorang cakap thank you for making Borak Space. Okay, aku cakap terus you're welcome. You're welcome.
Betul.
Really appreciate you guys being here. I really appreciate the support that you guys have been giving. If it wasn't because of your support, probably kita dah lama tinggal dah this project. So macam thank you so much. Please buy the merch because I'm not sure sponsors are ever going to come. So you guys kata macam Hakim jangan stop buat Borak Space. Kasih aku duit.
Mungkin kita akan buat Patreon lepas ni. Patreon.
Tapi tak ada aku. Maybe just by supporting the merch and just suggesting the podcast to any one of your friends. We've always made sure the podcast ada some resemblance of life. It's not just mainly comedy based.
Betul.
So macam if you know a friend that's going through a hard time and we've talked about it in the episode, just share it to them, and I think that'll be good enough for us. Be perfect for us. Every podcast ada dia punya own destination, dia punya own routes and what they want to do, apa semua tu. And here we just want to have a nice safe space where people can just learn from each other.
Betul tu.
Itu je.
Yes. Dan Alhamdulillah bagi aku dah nampak ada tercapai sikit benda tu. Ada orang bagi tahu, and orang start happy bila tengok kita punya podcast. Start ambil orang kata apa, teladan daripada kita punya podcast.
Betul.
Ya, itu benda-benda first reason kita orang nak buat podcast tu lah. Nak share benda ni supaya orang boleh rasa dia orang bukan seorang lah benda tu.
Yeah. So insyaAllah tercapai lah.
InsyaAllah. Dah ujung ke?
Kasi dah ujung lah.
Thank you guys.
Jangan lupa datang next week same time.
Betul.
Every Sunday 8 PM.
Yes.
Jangan sombong pula.
Betul.
Datang.
Kita orang akan bawa guest-guest yang best lepas ni.
InsyaAllah. Tengok lah.
Kalau tak ada mungkin kita berdua je. Tak ada guys.
Kalau kita dua je pahal.
Masalah kucing kan ada masalah dia.
Betul. Aku gaduh dengan siapa ni? Probably someone tu tak puas hati kan. Tapi maybe dia dah tidur katanya. Hasam tu.
Alright, thank you guys. Love you so much.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Cepat buat. Kau dah buat awal dah? Tak ada.
Kau try buat, Kim?
Tak nak.
Try lah.
Macam uncle busuk tau buat
Uncle
yang
busuk
last tu. Dah cukup pasal Diorang dah tidur dah tu. Sekarang diorang dah tidur. Dah nightmare dah. Jangan.
Kena basah punya je.
Jangan. Okay, stop. Bye-bye. Aku cut that audio. Ludah lah siap. Mamak dia tengah nguap. Kau ludah lah dia.
Ini kahak punya tau.
Ciao. Bye. Sorry tu. Sponsor. Sorry.
Aduh.
Okay, bye-bye.
Wow. Let's go.